Hey guys! Well, you let me know when people start logging in.
How do I?
It'll start popping up. You're allowed to talk to me.
One person on it?
Hey there, we're gonna wait a couple minutes and let everybody get situated. And then we'll get started around 10. So.
I'm gonna go into the other room and make sure this sounds good.
Okay.
So
Just so you know, Selena is helping me today, so I'll be talking back and forth with her. She's helping me monitor everything and make sure that technology is working. And also, I'll cover this when everybody gets logged in, but I can't see any of your comments or messages right now. So Selena's gonna be monitoring that for me. So if you said hello, hello, I just can't see you. So I'll let you know. Okay?
mm-hmm. So it is.
I hope everybody's. It's 10?
Yes.
Okay. How many people are in?
5.
5? Okay, we're gonna give everybody a couple more minutes. You know how we all are as salespeople. We're like perpetually late. So we'll give them about 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll get started. I hope everybody's doing well. Today's kind of the perfect day for this. It's nasty and cloudy outside, so it's a great day to be inside working on building your business. So just give us a couple minutes.
Brittany's watching.
Hi, Brittany. Who else is on there so I can say hi?
It says Anika
Hi, Anika.
and I'm trying to see where I can see everybody. Shira.
Hey, Shira.
I think that's all it's showing me.
Okay. All right. That's fine. We're going to give it a few minutes. And then just so you know, also, people might come in late. So we're going to get going at a 2 or 3 minute mark. And I'm going to have this video available later. So if you don't get the whole thing or if there's valuable information that you want to go back to, you can definitely do that. I'll have the video available later. I'm not going to post it, but I will have it available to you. So if you need to see the beginning or the end of the video, you can just email me. Yes, ma'am.
Daniel said, fancy technology. Hey, Nicole and Selena.
Hey, Daniel. We are trying to be fancy. We are really trying to do our best at this time. It's kind of difficult for everybody, especially everybody gets stay-at-home orders. I know that the realtors are exempt. Some of you are choosing to stay at home and just build your business up. Some of you are choosing to get out there, but very cautiously. So we are trying to do more stuff like this to reach out to you guys and partner with you guys and help each other build our businesses up. So what time is it?
10:02.
Okay, we have 1 more minute.
The only thing I can't see is it doesn't pop up on your phone when people message. It does pop up on mine, but I don't know if it's just people I'm friends with or everyone.
It probably is everyone.
Okay.
We can just monitor it as we go.
Okay.
So in about 45 seconds, I guess, I'm going to get started. I'm going to set an agenda of what we're going to talk about today and some good rules so that we can communicate well since I can't see your messages right now, so that way I can answer questions and things like that. So we'll just give it a few more seconds.
Rich Kelton is watching, and so is Shallon Leonard.
Okay, hey Shallon. Shalon, I'm sorry. I don't think I know how to say that correctly, and I'm so sorry. And then it was Rich.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey Rich, how you doing? I think it's Shalon, but if I'm not right when we see each other or video chat, you can correct me. So I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. All right, so I guess we're gonna get started. So basically today, thank you very much for your time. I do have some notes because I'm a talker, and for my KW or XKW people, I have a very high I, so I'm trying to keep myself on track. And I'm gonna review that agenda with you guys, and I do appreciate your time. Selena is here with me. Some of you have met her or seen her on social media. She is monitoring your comments so that she can write down any questions you have, because at the end we will do a Q&A. There is going to be certain stuff that I'm asking from you if you want to get the gift card. Now, with the rules for the gift card, if you are a core broker now or have been a core broker before, you've already received something like this. And if we've had a meeting and you've received a gift card, or you've had a meeting with another TA before and received a gift card, then you're not eligible for that same gift card. But we do have a very structured broker partnership program, so we can talk a little bit more about next steps and the next rewards that you can get. But if you haven't received that gift card from meeting with one of us, I'm going to ask you to email me 5 things, and I'm going to stop when it's one of those things and make sure you know it. And that way I can make sure that you are involved and you're participating, since we normally do this face-to-face, but this is just the life we live in right now, and this is how we're doing it. So let me know if you are watching the video and you don't catch something. Feel free to reach out to me, and I will let you know what the material is. And then also I will have this available later. If you email me, I can send you the link. So we're gonna jump right into it. So first of all, I wanna talk about the fact that you guys are really, really important to us and to your clients. Like, we really appreciate that. And a little bit of background about me, if you don't already know, I used to be a general brokerage agent. I did that for about 2 years, and then I came over to True Homes, and I came over to True Homes because of the way that they are with their clients and their brokers. It was really important to me. I had a great team that I worked with over at Keller Williams. I was on the Carolina Open Door Realty team. They're amazing, and I had a great experience. So I only left for this opportunity because it was so important to me. And one of the things I'm really passionate about is what we're doing today. So True's philosophy is that our employees, the other people in our company, our coworkers, our trade partners, which other people call subcontractors, we consider them more partners than contractors. And our broker partners, they're friends and family along with our clients. That's really important to us. And that's why we're doing what we're doing today. Because you guys are trying to figure out, if you haven't already, what am I gonna do with my business in this new environment? How am I gonna adapt and change? And so we wanted to give you an introduction to how True Homes and partnering with us can help you build your business. And we wanna have that relationship with you because it's really, really important to the client. What you guys do is so important. I've been there, I understand it, and being a great agent is more than just showing houses and writing deals, right? So we're all learning how to be better agents, and that's what we want to talk about today. So the first thing I want to talk about is a little bit about True Homes. Then we're going to talk about how we are trained as TAs, is what we call ourselves, True Advisors, to be experts in the market, finance, and the different options that are available for clients. So that's really important because that's what you guys do too. And what we want to do is always be reaffirming the messages that you're giving to your clients. That way we're not the expert, you're their expert, but just know that we're trained to know about these things. We're trained to be very deep divers into these issues. So then we're going to talk a little bit about the market and what's going on right now with this, specifically with True and the market in general, and how new construction can play a role in this right now. Then we're going to talk a little bit about finance impacts. I spoke with some of our preferred lenders, and they gave me some really good insights that I'd like to share with you about what's going on with loan programs and financing right now and rates. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the True Homes product. And the reason I'm going into all these different things is because this is what we talk about with our clients when they come in. So I want you to be prepared for that experience when we do business together. Also, some of you are super experienced agents and you do all this. You're an expert. Some of you are newer and you want to be an expert, but you don't know where to start. So this is a good base amount of information. So for some of you, this is going to be a little bit deeper than you normally would want to dive, but that's because other people don't know all the things that you know, and that's why they're here. So after that, we're going to talk specifically about the broker partnership program, which is why you guys are all here. We have a very unique thing that we do with True Homes and our broker partners. So I want to make sure you understand that partnership program and how you can utilize that. And then we're going to talk about how we can commit to a partnership together. Okay, So we're gonna get started with True Homes. So again, all about friends and family, with everybody that we're interacting with. We want to do the right thing for the right reason. It's a really important business philosophy. So we're looking for other people who have that philosophy as well. And I really think you probably do, because otherwise I don't know that you would be working so hard to be in this business of helping people. So some of you have done lots of new construction and some of you have done none. So we're going to talk a little bit about the three types of builders that are out there. So you've got your custom builders, which are, way more expensive generally. It's a great option if you want to go somewhere and have someone completely engineer a plan for you. Architect get involved, have to be involved in the permits and every little piece and picking everything. That's great, but you're paying for it. So generally you're at like $200, $250 a square foot on a good deal with a custom builder, whereas that's about double what the price per square foot is on our homes. And then you've got your production builders like D.R. Horton, Lennar, KB, some of those companies, and they're more cookie cutter. So they have predetermined plans, right? Predetermined options, and that's how they're able to keep their costs low. Well, then there's us. We're really unique in the Carolinas. It's a semi-custom builder, and the idea is a merge of the two. So we're able to keep our costs low, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And we do predetermined plans, customizations, and optimizations. Lifestyles. So when I say lifestyles, I mean we have this same plan that I'm standing in. This is our Jasper model in Norris Farm. This is the traditional version. We have an open version, we have a transitional version, and we have a contemporary version. So the same plan can be done 4 different ways, and sometimes with multiple upstairs options. And then you've got all kinds of options to customize above and beyond that. And even included at the base price, you can choose your color cabinets, you can choose your flooring, you can choose your countertops, whereas a lot of other builders in our price point are very much, here's the one plan that's in your price point, and you don't get to choose any of that stuff. So that's really kind of what makes True different as a builder when it comes to your client experience. So about us specifically, we started in 2007 in Charlotte, right before the bubble burst, right? So a lot of builders unfortunately went under at that time. True Homes really grew, and that's where our philosophy of doing business, doing the right thing, treating everybody like friends and family really came into play. And that's why we're so confident that right now we're going to be a good partner for you in everything that's going on these days with the economy, with the market, with everything. That being said, we are the largest private builder in the Carolinas, so that does give you someone to lean on. We're not a smaller builder who is cash poor, unfortunately, and having some issues right now because they financed everything. We're in a really good spot to be your partner. So we build and sell just about 2,000 homes a year. We're in Charlotte, the Triad, obviously the Raleigh market. We do some more custom type situations over on the coast, and then we're in Charleston as well. So the reason that people buy so many True Homes homes is because we have a really unique value proposition that you're not finding in other places. And it's all about clients being able to get a larger quality brand name, brand new home, and being able to personalize it at a really great price, right? And then the other important piece of that is that in 2019, we won the National Home Quality Gold Award. I'm gonna ask Selena to hand this to me. If you guys can see this, can you see it, Selena?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the National Home Quality Gold Award. This is a big deal. This is the most prestigious award in the home building industry, and they only award it to people with crazy amounts of valuation. I think it took 18 months to be evaluated across all of our markets for this award, and we won it with the highest score they've given out. So not only do we know what we're doing because we've been in business and we've been through some tough times in business and we do a lot of it, but we're doing a top quality product even at price points where people are typically a little bit worried about the quality of the product of the home that they're getting. Thanks, Selena. So it's really important to us to make sure that people understand that we have a specific philosophy, we want to bring people options, and that we're giving them a top quality product at a great price. So moving on, oh, I'm sorry, this is one of the pieces of information that you want to make note of that you're going to email me. So all of that, I want you to send me in an email what's one thing about that information that you would want to communicate to a client that is very different about True. So send me that. So what's one thing that's different about True that you would say to your clients? Okay, so while you're writing that down, have a sip of water, and then we're going to transition. I mentioned earlier that we're trained to be experts in the market, finance, and the product and different options available. So the reason we do that is so that we can come off not salesy. We're taking a consultative approach, just like you do when you have your buyer's consultations. We're not here to just turn out a bunch of numbers. This is family, and I want to treat them just the way I would treat my cousin, my mom, my sister, my uncle, whoever. So we go about it that way, and it's really about, you'll hear me say this a lot when I'm interacting with people and talking about my themes for social media, but it really is true. It's about educating and advocating. That's really important to us. We want to make sure that people are making the best decision for them because it's a huge, huge investment. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the market. I saw an article that came out, it was a couple weeks ago now, so I know a lot has changed in the last couple weeks, but still, it was an article that came out, let's see, March 9th, and it's called Raleigh and Cary Make Top 10 Recession-Proof Cities. Durham ranks number 18. So a couple of highlights I want to talk about here. So this is because we hit number 8 and number 9 respectively for Raleigh and Cary, meaning the area, right? A lot of people we're seeing are moving out to further out areas, but they're employed in Raleigh and Cary. It says all 3 cities, Cary, Raleigh, and Durham, rank in the better half of the study for the 3 categories we considered, which are employment, housing, and social assistance. These cities stand out for their change in median income values during the last recession, this person added. So during the Great Recession, which was 2007 and 2010, median home values in Cary, Raleigh, and Durham increased by 4.5%, 7.6%, and 2.4% respectively, whereas the average across 264 other cities in the study was that they declined 13.7%. So basically, during the Great Recession, our prices were still going up. They weren't going up nearly as high as they have been recently, but they were going up when everybody else was going down. So basically, this area handles recessions really well. So it's partly to do with these cities also perform well with relatively low percentages of the population relying on public assistance. And it's about 1.4% or lower in Cary, Raleigh, and Durham. So what that means is that the job growth is here. That's the point I'm trying to get to. One of the reasons that this area is always done so well in the recessions in the past is because of the job growth and the stability here. So just so you know, the metrics that they were looking at were employment, housing, social assistance, and looking at recent figures and changes during the last recession. Let's see here. I think that's really kind of the big stuff I want to hit from that article. So basically, I just want to talk about the fact that even with everything going on, Raleigh is a strong market, right? So then we're going to talk about inventory levels. And this is one of those pieces of information that I want you to email me. So make sure you take note of this. We are currently building client build homes, meaning they can pick out a lot, they can pick out a plan and pick everything out in 3 neighborhoods right now in the Raleigh area. We've got one at Wendell Crossing in Wendell, one at Kimsey in Benson, and then one here at Norris Farm in Angier. So I'm going to go over the inventory levels compared the beginning of this month before we started really seeing a serious change in the way we live, really, honestly. And right now, we checked these numbers yesterday. So at the beginning of the month, all 3 of those communities were in areas that had less than a month of inventory. And so if you're newer and you don't know what that means, I'll explain in just a moment. But basically, let's see. So in Kimsey, which is in Benson, we're still at less than a month of inventory. So we had, let's see here. In Kimsey, which is in Benson, so there are 49 homes active in our price range out there. And in the last 30 days, so that's in March, 47 of them sold. So just over a month of inventory there, meaning if we didn't put any new homes on the market and no used homes were put on the market, we would run out in a month, still even with everything that's going on. So same numbers for Angier, Norris Farm. We've got just under 3 months of inventory there. And then I really put that down to the fact that there's a lot of growth in this area. So in the last month or 2, we've had a lot of new construction communities open up. If you're looking for the new hot market, definitely look in the Angier Willow Spring area. And then in Wendell, also less than a month. I think a lot of you who are experienced know that Wendell has been a hot area for a while. So just an idea, there's 33 homes active in our price point in that community out there. And they are selling 40 in the last 30 days, so less than a month of inventory there. So what this means for you and your clients is just the urgency of the people who are well qualified, who need to move, can't afford to wait. Their options are going to be more expensive later. For example, homes have been appreciating 6 to 10%. Even if that slows down, let's just take some even numbers. If you wait to buy a $230,000 house, you wait 6 months, it's going to be over $240,000 when you go to buy it, same house, right? So just something to communicate to your clients and to make sure that you understand how important these market dynamics are, because this is a strong market. People are out. We sold, I believe it was 30 homes last week within our company, even with everything going on, even with virtual appointments and these types of events, we're still selling homes. So I just wanted to talk to you about that. So please send me some kind of information about what I just covered about inventory levels. So for recap, Kimsey, we've got just about a month of inventory out there. Wendell is less than a month, and the Norris Farm, which is in Anger, is a little less than 3 months of inventory. And to give you an idea, if you're new to this, a balanced market is 6 months of inventory. So we're well within a seller's market, and we're not at the point where it's kind of balanced out or even shifting to a buyer's market yet. So send me some information on inventory. So I told you what this means, what a balanced market is. We talked about appreciation. The other thing I want to talk about, especially if you're newer, affordability is leaving the Raleigh area, and it's unfortunate, and it's one of the things that True Homes is really dedicated to doing is looking for opportunities to be able to build these beautiful homes in a price point where a lot of other builders have left behind, or to give them more options in a price point where they have very little option. So if you want an idea of what that could turn into, take a look at Denver or Atlanta from a few years ago, kind of investigate that. That's the trend that everybody's telling us we're going towards. And you can see news articles about this. They're calling it an affordability crisis. It's just leaving the market. The flip side of that, though, and a reason that a lot of you guys are interested in partnering with us, is because you've already identified the fact that it takes 6 to 8 months to build a home. And in that time, somebody can lock in today's prices, and by the time they close, they've actually got that equity in their home. So if that's something you want to investigate a little bit more, we'll talk about how to do that when we talk about partnering together. But that's just one of the benefits of new construction. So basically, when people are coming in, if they're well qualified, we are seeing that they are buying. Whether it's with us, it's a good amount of time it's with us. We do have pretty high conversion rates. But if it's not with us, they're still buying something. They're not really waiting because they understand this market. Their agents are doing great jobs of explaining this to them. So I just wanted to give you an update, even with everything going on with COVID-19, where we stand in the market according to the MLS and according to news articles and things like that. So again, we go over this with clients, not as deep a dive, not as detailed, but we do go over it with them to reaffirm the message that you're giving them. Sometimes people have to hear it from 2 different sources before it really clicks and they get it. And if they don't know that, like, it's not like we had a conversation like, hey, can you tell my client that the market, we didn't do that before. And so they just hear it from us as part of our process. And then they start to trust that, especially for first-time home buyers or people who aren't as educated on the market. They might not know the situation that they're in, and that is so powerful to know about that. So the one thing that I do like to tell clients and agents, especially if agents haven't done a lot of new construction, is it's really just 4 main decisions. So here at True Homes, we try to make it as simple as we can. We try to treat them just like we would a family. It should not be complicated. It's just about narrowing down the options and finding the best thing for your clients in their budget. So 4 main decisions. You've got your price, obviously what you want to pay, the place that you want to be, the plan and features that best fit that person's lifestyle, and then doing the paperwork, which we have a builder's contract, and we can dive into that at another time and make sure that you understand that contract and feel comfortable about it with your clients. But they're choosing their lot, they're choosing their elevation, and they're putting it on paper. It's a very simple process. Next, I'm going to shift gears again, and we're going to talk a little bit about finance. So I'm going to take a sip of water, and you guys can digest all this information I'm throwing at you. So I'm going to tell you about what some of the lenders are saying. I reached out to our preferred lenders. So let me take a moment to talk about that program really quick. A lot of builders have preferred lenders. Having been in general brokerage, my business was 70% new construction the last year that I was in business as a general brokerage agent. And so I had an experience with a lot of different builders with their preferred lenders and with the lenders that actually work for them. So some builders own their own lenders, and you can only get the incentives if you use those lenders. And some have preferred lenders. They don't always, in my personal experience, have the best time with those lenders. They're not as hungry, I would say, for business. They're not being held accountable. Well, it's totally different at True Homes. At True Homes, these people are vetted. They have to be giving good client experiences. There's surveys. We're making sure our clients are having a good time. We're making sure that the agents are feeling good about working with these lenders. And they have to stay on that list. They don't just get to be on there all the time. I can definitely get you a list of who they are, but it is so important, especially right now with all the flux in the finance industry and with mortgage programs, to have good lender partners. Some of the people that are on this list I did business with before I even came to True Homes, so I'm seriously bought into using them as preferred lenders. They do such a good job of setting expectations, knowing our process, knowing how to make sure to communicate that to you and the clients, and make sure that we're not hitting all these potholes that could cost time and money throughout the process. So our preferred lenders are fantastic. And just a little bit of rundown of the incentives of using them. So for example, Norris Farm. Normally a contract deposit in Norris Farm with an outside lender, not one of our preferreds, is $3,000 at time of contract. If you're using one of our preferred lenders, it's $500. So not only are we hitting numbers in the low 200s for buying power, we're also able to give them a lower deposit if they're using a lender who we feel comfortable is going to get them through the process if they qualify them. So again, that saves them money. And it saves them money in the long run because they are really, really making sure these people are qualified before they're telling us that we can move forward with this deal. So that is part of it. The other part of it is if you're designing a home and you go to Design Studio, there's a reduced deposit at Design Studio. So if you take whatever number you would have had to pay at Design Studio to equal up to the 2% deposit we generally ask for if you're under $300,000, let's say it was $4,500 that you had to pay at Design Studio. Because you're using our preferred lender, it's going to cut that by $2,500. Now that's not a credit. If you have a down payment, you still have to pay the down payment at closing, but it's just less money that you have to pay up front with us because we have faith that these lenders are going to get the job done. And then the other benefit is you can get up to $2,000 in lender credits at closing for your closing costs. It depends, I say up to because it depends on the loan program. So as long as you can get it with your loan program, they will give it to you. They will give you the full $2,000, and in some cases they have extra incentives they can help you with depending on the program. So overall, it's all about making sure that they have a strong qualification, that they are in a good spot financially, they have somebody holding their hand and leading them through the financial decisions, and then saving them money. So those are our preferred lender incentives and why we feel so strongly about using them. And you will see a lot of our incentives are tied to using them for these reasons. So I just want to let you know what they're saying. I heard from 3 of them. We all have rules as real estate agents about what we can and cannot say on social media. And so do lenders, but I don't know the ins and outs of the lender rules. So I'm not going to quote anybody directly, but I am going to say thank you very, very much to Greg Donahue at Truist, who is on our list, to Daniel Medlin at Wells Fargo, who's also on our list, and also to Rick Absher at US Bank, who's on our list. They are great resources. I reached out to them and said, hey, what are you telling brokers right now so that I can communicate that during our seminar so that people know where we stand financially when it comes to loans? And I asked them this, they sent me this information yesterday and the day before, so it's very fresh information. I'm going to read it out to you so you can see what their message is to people. So from one of them, lenders are going to tighten up on their ratios and credit score models for government loans. So we've seen mortgage companies and banks already feeling effects. There have been closings that didn't fund. There's a fear that customers will not be able to make the first payment, which is making the loan difficult to sell. And in this environment, a lot of companies can't afford to hold the loan. We're seeing lenders raise rates to lower the volume of certain loans. And last week, for example, they said they saw 5% for VA and other government loans when they looked at competitor rates online. So that can be a concern for smaller companies. Everything's tightening up, right? And so the possible deferments that might be coming, servicers are having to make payments for loans that are in deferment that could be in the $30 billion range. And they said yesterday that they read that morning that some companies will not have the cash on hand to make the payments, and it's going to cause a lot of problems. And then they read that morning about Quicken Loans and other non-bank servicers that lack the capital to fund those payments. However, U.S. Bank is in a strong position. They sell directly to agencies and they service 100% of their loans. Because of that, they're not as affected by other banks calling in credit lines. And they're seeing a lot of buyers still out there looking for homes, and U.S. Bank decided not to go after refinances because they knew it would be difficult to process these new loans in regards to the volume that were coming in if they were doing the refinances, and wanted to focus on purchases. So the message there is, yes, it's changing, right? But people who are well qualified by people that you trust, lenders that you trust to speak to, are in a great position to buy right now. We talked about inventory, we talked about appreciation rates, we talked about the market here in the Raleigh area. If they're well qualified, they should still be looking right now. And we'll talk about how we can do that virtually later. But that's one message from one lender. And then from another lender is their main message right now is how important it is to align yourself as a broker with a mortgage professional. Things are changing so rapidly right now that it can be hard to keep up. In the last week, several lenders have changed their policy regarding minimum credit score and maximum loan to value. And this is happening across the country as we speak. Things are changing within the mortgage process behind the scenes for most mortgage companies as well. Having a lender partner that you can count on to guide clients through the loan process is so important. The entire time I've been in real estate, this was a huge deal for me. I wanted to understand the financial decisions that my clients were making, and it's still a big deal for me. I want to understand when our clients are going under contract, are they making the best financial decision for themselves? We don't want to put somebody in a situation where they can't move forward, they've put money in. That's not what we're about. We're not about taking deposits. We're about selling people homes for their families. So this is important. If you have not sat down and interviewed lenders, please reach out to me. I can send you this list of people to talk to. They are great resources. Now is the time while you have it to take a moment and really nail down where you feel comfortable and uncomfortable with the mortgage process and find out more information. Do your research. So these are great people to talk to. And then finally, the third response I got was, so a lot of the conversation this person is receiving from brokers is around, are you going to be able to continue to lend money during these challenging economic times? That question is coming up a lot because the non-bank entities have had a really tough time lately. There have been a lot of programs canceled, and many lenders are temporarily raising their rates and their credit requirements. One of the reasons that this person chose to work for Wells Fargo is the stability, so it comes in handy during times like this. Our programs have not changed, and we are effectively business as usual even while remote. We have also recently gotten approval for appraisers, I'm talking too much, to perform drive-by appraisals and use the photos on the MLS for resale, so they do not need to enter homes to do appraisals. So there are guidelines that are opening up to where this situation, they're working with us, different municipalities, banks, everybody, the Fed, everybody's working with us to try to make this a better situation. There's just implications that we're learning day by day, and that's why things are changing so quickly. But things like this, if you're doing a resale, these appraisers don't have to go into the home. So again, working with a good lender partner will make sure that you understand the situation and how you can set expectations for your clients, how you can help your clients who are listing their homes feel comfortable doing so, not knowing that not 100 people are going to be coming through their house. There are ways around that. So for general brokers, that's the big deal. New construction is the same process it's always been because it's a vacant home. So rates are starting to settle with this particular person at this company really low, and the market is booming both with purchases and refinances. This is a common conversation I'm having lately, so I hope it helps. If there's any other details, please reach out. You guys, I am all about sharing resources. That's why we're doing what we're doing here today, and I want to make sure that if you want to talk to those people, please reach out to me and let me know. I'll make sure to get you in contact so that you can educate yourself on what's going on, because your clients are looking to you to be an expert. You're not a lender, but you need to know what's going on. Okay, so that's what lenders are currently saying. So let's talk about that a little bit. If you're newer, you need to know what's going on. You need to know the situation. You need to know what lenders are looking for when you're having your buyer consults. Now is more like the most important time ever to make sure that people are pre-approved. in this climate, you do not want to put somebody in a position where they have laid out money and gotten a really quick pre-qualification from somebody you don't really know that well, you don't know their process. They just wanted the business, so they threw out a pre-qualification, didn't dive deep, and now you're under contract. They've put up due diligence money or a builder's deposit or something like that, and it turns out that they just thought that this information wasn't that important, so they didn't share it with the lender. Or you miscommunicated something, which you would hate to do, or it wasn't a strong partner who didn't really know what they were doing, and now they're out money, they're out time, they're in a situation that could be really bad for them. So let's talk about what they're looking for. Pretty basically, they're looking at credit history, right? So your credit score, not just the score, but the history overall. Your Credit Karma score is not the same thing as what a mortgage broker is looking at. They're looking at the income, so the money you have coming in, and then your debt, which is the money going out. These are conversations that we're having with clients as well. Obviously, we are not lenders. We are not running credit. This is not mandatory for them to have that conversation with us as we are doing our process, but it does make it more comfortable for everybody if they tell us what their budget is. Most people are thinking about that in terms of a monthly budget. So we want to make sure they understand that as well, and we can stick to that and be respectful of that, because some people are approved for way more than what they actually want to spend, and we want to talk about what you actually feel comfortable with. So that's what lenders are generally looking for. So let's talk about fluctuating rates and the power that, or the impact that has on your buying power. So for example, if the rate goes up 1%, like it has very easily done just within one day or 2 days or over a week, you know, up and down and all over the place, that can change sometimes your buying power by tens of thousands of dollars depending on your situation and where you're looking at buying and how much you're thinking about and how much you're putting down. So now it's so important to have good, strong lender partners. And we really want you to get connected with ours because we really want to partner together, and we want to make sure that you're on board with them like we're on board with them, and it's the best experience for your clients. So interview them ahead of time so you know which ones you would recommend. So let's see, price increases and how that affects your buying power. I kind of hinted to this earlier. So prices in some areas are drastically appreciating 10% every year. So if you're waiting to buy a $250,000 house, that means in 6 months that house should be $12,500 more. Now it's more complicated than that. We've got a lot of different things feeding into this right now, but it's still going on. Prices are still appreciating. If your clients are saying, oh, I'm at the top of my budget at $225, but I think I'm just gonna wait this out, I mean, that could be the worst decision for them. They could end up renting and not being able to buy. You need to break this down for them the way we would. We can talk about actual numbers. Are we talking about, so let's talk about $250,000, right? In a year, that's about $25,000 that you lose in buying power because of appreciation to keep the same kind of monthly payment, right? So let's talk about that. That's, what, $500 a week? Is that right, Selena? I think that's right. That you're losing.
Just about. Yeah.
So you're losing about $500 a week that you're waiting in price appreciation. So if they're talking about that, get real with them. Get real with those numbers. So don't let your clients get priced on the market is what I'm really saying. And so the piece of information I want you to send me about this is something about our preferred lender program. What's your big takeaway there? Why is it so important to have a good relationship if you want to partner with True with one of our preferred lenders? All right, so now I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about our product, and then we're going to switch straight into the broker partnership program, which is why you guys really are here. So our product, we get way more detailed than a typical production builder would when we're having an interview with a client. We really dive in deep about what they're looking for, their customizations that they're looking for. We want to make sure that we set proper expectations up front about what's included, what's not. So we have many different floor plans, configurations, and lifestyles like I talked about. And we want to make sure that when your clients come to meet with us, they're leaving with a total solution. So they know which one of our neighborhoods they like. They know which floor plan would best fit their lifestyle. Which lot, if they're building, would be best for them. And then what their payment would be for what they're looking at there. We want them to have that total solution. And sometimes when we're on a busy day, we will call the lender right then and there, put them in the office with the lender on the phone, and have them talk specific numbers so that they're making educated decisions. That's just how we do business. We don't just send you away with half the information. You have to figure the rest of it out yourself. Okay, so what I want to show you really quick, and Selena's going to help me by zooming in. So let's get that situated. You let me know when you're good. Is it staying zoomed in or is it trying to
Yeah,
pop
it
up?
is.
Okay. So this is our home finder tool. After we have talked to them about their budget, after we have talked to them about where they want to be financially for a monthly payment, we come over here. So this is a really cool tool. Our clients love it, the agents love it. This is something that we really enjoy going over with them. So let's say that they told us they felt comfortable with a $1,400 a month budget, right? I talked to one of our lender partners this morning. Again, this is why having a great lender partner is so important. I was able to text them and say, hey, based on today's rate, where would we be for $1,400 a month payment out here in the Andrew area for a new construction home? What does that translate to in buying power? And that way you can have a lender partner like that. And if your clients are thinking in terms of monthly, which they probably are, you can translate that to buying power. So he told me it'd be $250,000 in buying power based on a 3.375 rate, which is what the going rate was when he checked this morning. So let's say that we say their budget is $250,000. We talk to them about their kitchen, their master bath, their flooring, extra windows, structural options, screened-in porches, all that stuff, and we figured out what was most important to them. And between all of that, the front elevation or the way the front looks, everything, they decided that probably what they're looking for is going to need about $10,000 in upgrades above and beyond the base price. So we plug this in. We can even put, hey, they want to be within 45 minutes of downtown Raleigh Street. So we're going to go for a radius here, and it's only going to pull up the communities that we're building in that match their budget with base price plans that include their options, and it's going to tell us which ones we're building in. So for example, right now we have 5 different locations where they could work with that budget, right? Just for simplicity, I'm going to pull up Norris Farm and show you how we go over it with clients. Let's say they came out here, this is the ideal area for them, they want to build a home. This is saying they can get up to 2,200 square feet in this community in that budget. They have 4 different lifestyles available for them. There are 7 move-in homes out here that they could take a look at within that budget. And it's just saying stuff like we have really spacious home sites, so half an acre or more out here. It's only about 5 minutes from downtown Fuquay, or 5 miles rather, about 10 minutes from downtown Fuquay, about 5 minutes from downtown Andrew. Breweries, shops, places to go once we're back to normalcy, and we can do that. As long as the parks aren't closed and you're social distancing, there's a beautiful park in Andrew. You can walk, there's multiple baseball fields, parks, playgrounds for kids. I know those are closed right now, but just so you know, that's there. And generally we're about $15,000 less than other area home builders for the same square footage. So it's a great value out here. And then it'll even tell you how many miles it is from whatever location we put in there. So I'm going to show you kind of just a brief overview. So what we do is we pull up plans and we walk the clients through them. I love this because 2 of them showed up as the same. Same floor plan, 2 different lifestyles. I'm not going to go into detail with this because I don't think you can see it. We don't have the time. We can do this one-on-one. But this right here is really cool because you can say this is what's different about this floor plan versus this floor plan. They can come up, they can touch it, they can move it around. Oh, I really like this option. We can compare things next to each other. This is an awesome tool and clients love it. Rather than just handing them a piece of paper and saying, here you go, do you want it or not? It's how can we make this work for you, right? So that's a huge thing that we love to do. And then let's say they chose this floor plan and we wanted to see how does this stack up in the market, right? So basically, there are 2 homes that are used on the market right now in this area. This is the average of their square footage. It's in the same range. We're talking about just under 2,100 square feet. They are 2,200 square feet, but they're older, 9 years old on average. And I bet when we kind of go down, we'll see how much older they are. Generally, for square footage that's similar to ours, the average, I just happen to know this in this area, is 16 years old, which we all know is when people have to start thinking about the roof, the HVAC, you know, the water heater, things like that. And then with other new construction, you're getting way less square footage, and then there's no feature allowance to stay on budget. So they probably couldn't actually stay in their budget because this isn't including the lot. It's not including any upgrades. Whereas with us, they're getting more than what we budgeted with this plan for their option budgets. I just wanted to show you that we go over all this with our clients. We talk to them about what's going on in the market and show the options to them. So really, I just wanted you guys to know that that's the conversation that we have with clients about our product and kind of how we consult with them. All right, so now we're going to get into, the one other thing I did want to talk about is we were talking about a $1,400 a month budget, and let's talk about renting really quick. We did a quick search this morning for what's for rent in this area, in this zip code, Anger, for $1,400 a month rent. There were 5 options. They were all small ranches, 1,000 to maybe 1,200 square feet. You could buy new and get almost 2,100 square feet with half an acre for the same kind of monthly payment as what you would pay in rent. Investing in somebody else, knowing these things is huge when talking to clients. This is stuff that you guys look at too, I'm sure, but it's just really important to know that we're here, we're reaffirming this message, and we're educated on this. Okay, so let's get into the meat and potatoes of why you're here. So you want to know how it is that we partner with you guys. We do have a very unique partnership program for brokers. One of the things I will say is we are here to partner with all of you guys. We want to make sure that you build your businesses, but we do have a program that goes above and beyond. It's called the Core Broker Partnership Program. It's a limited opportunity. We each only have so many opportunities as TAs of people that we can partner with and who get these benefits of partnership with us. So we're very strategic about who we partner with. We want to make sure that they really want to do it. So I will explain the program to you if it's something you want to look into. We'll dive deeper into that. But let's talk a little bit about these gift cards. So today you are eligible, if you've never received it before, for a $25 Amazon gift card for attending this seminar. You're going to email me the information I've asked for, and then I'm going to log you in so that you can get your gift card. You can get another $50 Amazon gift card for scheduling a community tour with me. We're doing something special because of COVID-19 where it could be a FaceTime call, right? Or whatever, Zoom, Skype, whatever. But we just get on there and I'm going to walk you through our different homes. I'm going to tell you about the community for that specific community. Or if you're comfortable, you can definitely come in person. Let's talk a little bit about what we're doing for COVID-19. Obviously, I'm in a model home and Selena is here as well. We are 6 feet apart. Our builders are having to keep the crews to a minimum per site to stay in line with the guidelines, and they're having to keep them 6 feet apart as well. We are Clorox wiping surfaces, light switches, doorknobs, beginning the day, after every visit, making sure that we're staying safe. We are closed to the public. There's a sign on our door that says if you want to come in, you have to schedule an appointment with me. So we are scheduling appointments for individual families, one family at a time, locking the door, making sure nobody else can come in so that we can all stay safe. That's how we're handling that situation. But if you feel comfortable coming to do a community tour, you are more than welcome to do so. If you feel comfortable bringing your clients, again, you're more than welcome to do so, but we are doing that by appointment only. And we are offering virtual options, so virtual consultations with your clients, virtual contract appointments, design studio, the builders are meeting with them virtually. The warranty team is not going to homes at this time, but they are staying on top of requests, and of course emergencies are being taken care of. That's another thing that is all about friends and family for us. You have access to all of those people throughout your process. I remember working with other builders as a general brokerage agent and being so frustrated because I had a question for the builder. The on-site agent didn't know the answer and they would not let me talk to the builder. Our builders are personal builders. They are there. They meet with the clients, whether virtually or in person. Right now it's virtually. And explaining to them timeline expectations, what's going on, what to expect in the next week. They are staying in touch with them. This is a normal part of our process. Same thing with Design Studio. We have a salaried interior designer who is there to help them stay on budget and create their beautiful home. They are not driving up the price point of these homes because they're commissioned like you might see with other builders. And then we've got an excellent warranty team, and if we do some deals together, I'll make sure you totally understand that process. Okay, so again with the gift cards, $25 for today, $50 for a community tour. If you register a qualified client with us within 30 days of this conversation that we're having right now, then you get another $100 Amazon gift card. Now again, that can be a virtual appointment or it can be an in-person appointment. So register a client with us. If you do a deal with us 30 days from today, you'll get a $1,000 broker bonus. So on top of the 3% commission that we always pay. So that's a huge deal. We pay 3%. A lot of builders don't even pay anything above 2% on the base price or 2.5%. They're backing off on their commissions, and you're gonna see stuff like that when we're going through this with some of the smaller builders. The builders that are cash poor, they're gonna be constrained and they're gonna start restricting their incentives and their commissions, whereas we pay 3%. So again, make a deal within 30 days of today, $1,000 bonus. Make another deal within 60 days of today, $500 broker bonus. So I just want to make sure you guys understand that. If you've already received some of these gift cards for the first couple steps, there are other steps beyond that. And then we get into our core broker partnership program. This is huge. I came to True because I felt very passionate about working with other brokers and making sure that their clients had great experiences. And this partnership program was something I utilized. I was a core broker. I really enjoyed working with True. So we have, you may have seen this on social media, a We Love Brokers flyer. So just some information here. Brokers can register clients and get commission protection by calling a True Homes advisor. Some other builders that you go to, they have signs out in the lobby that says if your broker's not here when you come in, they don't get paid. That is so not how we do business. You guys are busy. Life has gotten harder with everything going on right now. So you can give us a call and say, hey, I'm sending so-and-so over to look at such and such plan. They want to set an appointment. I can't be there. Can you register them under my name? And then that way, if they go to any other community, if for some reason they don't contact me, they don't contact you, they go to another community, they are protected under your name so that you have commission protection. So we are offering the virtual appointments for prospects, clients, and brokers. Brokers are responsible for 80% of our deals at True Homes. This is why we have this program, because you guys continue to work with us. You guys buy from us. You invest with us. You guys are so important. So just for an example, 2019, we gave out almost $11 million in broker commissions. And remember, we are a Carolinas-based company, not a national company. $11 million that we gave out last year. And again, I told you 3% commission on all spec and build jobs versus other builders who are reducing commissions. So that is a really good rundown of why we have our core broker partnership program and some of the highlights of it. Some of the other stuff to know, once you do a deal with us, once we have this conversation, you say, yes, I want to partner with you, and we do a deal together. Then at that point, you become a core broker. You're going to sign something that says, yes, I agree to take my clients on True Homes tours. I will keep you guys in mind. I will make sure that I'm bringing people to you. And one of the things to know there is that there was a broker who partnered with one of our TAs out in Charlotte, and he said, you know what, I'm going to start doing this. I'm a core broker now. I get $100 for every qualified client I register. So once you are a core broker, every single qualified client that you bring to tour with us, you get a $100 Amazon gift card. So he said, all right, so it's worth my time to tell my clients on Saturday, and again, this is when we were in normalcy, but still, we can make it work now with virtual tours. He said, on Saturday, we're going to go see these 3 houses. If you don't make a decision, we're going to go to True Homes, and we're going to look at their options. This broker was converting 50% of their business with True Homes, closing, right? And getting that deal signed. And they tracked how much more money they made that year by implementing that process. And they said they made $60,000 more that year by offering True Homes on their tours with clients. So not only are you getting the gift cards, but you're getting more commission. So I want to highlight that. You get $100 once you're a core broker, Amazon gift card every time you bring a qualified client. Whenever you have a client who decides to build, so they're picking everything from the ground up, you get to gift them $1,000 in design studio credit that you don't have to pay for. That's on us, but because they are using you, because we value you guys as our partners just as much as we value our lender partners, because we know you're going to get it done and that you're going to be a trusted resource for them, you get to gift them $1,000 design studio credit. This is huge. A lot of times in these price points, we're dealing with people who need that. It's the only way they're going to get that one thing that they really wanted to upgrade is with your help. That will help you sign contracts with agency. I did that in an open house that I was doing for True Homes when I was a core broker. I let somebody know, hey, if you work with me, not only do I know this market, I know this builder, I know what I'm doing, but you're gonna get $1,000 in design studio credit. And they were like, what do we sign? Let's do this. They ended up buying Mature Homes. So that's just another benefit there. And then finally, the really, really fun one is anybody who sells a home in the prior year with True Homes gets invited to the True Party. So everybody who sold in 2019 got invited to our party that we had at the beginning of March, and it was so much fun. We bussed everybody down. We gave out money for answering correct questions about True Homes and played games and things like that. You get there, you walk in the door, the lenders are there to talk with you. They have kind of swag and goodies. We're giving you, this year it was $50. Everybody who walks in gets $50. 500 people went. Obviously not everybody who sold a True Homes home got to go because we sold 1,900 last year and only 500 people got to go. So those invites filled up in an hour. That's how much people love this party. So you walk in the door, they give you $50. They split you into teams. Orange team, black team. 250 people on this side, 250 people on that side. And then what happens is you put your card in a hat. They do it casino style. It's double down. It was a lot of fun. They get up on the stage, play music, play games. So they pull somebody up based on pulling their card out of the hat to represent the team. They go up there and they play games for $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. And then when they win, their team wins. So everybody on our bus left with at least $400 in cash. That $50 that they give you, you can keep, or you can put it in the raffle. And so a lot of people put it in the raffle, and somebody left with $17,000 in a gold briefcase. They had to be escorted out by security. It was insane. It was so much fun. People were screaming and just having a blast, and of course there's lunch and food. And then we took them back on the bus and they won more money. So it was just a great experience. We gave out almost $300,000 to these brokers in an hour. Huge deal for us, lots of fun. And that's one of the things that we do, just to say thank you for doing business with us. So that is a little bit about the perks and benefits of our different partnership programs. And what I want to talk to you about is open house opportunities. What can we do for you beyond just giving you money? Just giving you money, it's a lot of money. But besides giving you money, that's going to build your business in the long term. One of the things I was really passionate about when I was a core broker was open house opportunities. That is shifting now, obviously. So what I am working with my partners is virtual open houses, making sure that I'm taking videos. They can come and take videos if they feel safe, if that's what they want to do. We have 7 inventory homes that are in different stages of completion here in Norris Farms. Lots of social media content. We partner with people for interviews. Again, we can do that virtually. We can do the tours and send them to you. Then you have social media content. You can host virtual open houses, get a social media following, get leads that way, stay top of mind with people even if you're not leaving your house. So we want to help you with these opportunities. Once we're back to normalcy, I got most of my business for almost an entire year off of doing True Homes open houses. I did one almost every single weekend, sometimes in multiples. So that's a huge opportunity that other builders, I've heard from agents that they have called every builder in their county begging to do open houses and were shot down every time. And we were the first one that was very opening, embracing, welcoming, and saying, yes, come in and do them with us. There are guidelines for that, but it is something that we offer to our partners. So social media. I have decided to do a more collaborative seminar next week where it's going to be more of a video chat with multiple people, probably a smaller group, not sure, where we're going to talk about social media and how we can help each other build our businesses with that. We're going to have best practices, things like that. I'm probably going to do it next week on a Tuesday again. But we are here to help you partner with that, help you build your business that way. So for example, doing the interviews, doing the video content, holding the social media seminar, and then using our inventory for content, and then virtual home buyer seminars. We can lean on our lenders as long as it's a video chat and not a social media stream. We can have them involved and there to answer questions for home buyers, potential clients, brokers, whoever. We have all these opportunities to share the wealth and share the resources, and that's what we want to do. So, number 4, I want you to tell me the thing that sticks out to you the most about our core broker partnership program. So we always pay 3%. Once you're a core broker, you get a $100 Amazon gift card every time you register a qualified client with me. And then you get a $1,000 design studio bonus for your clients. So some of the highlights there. Send me in that email what is your favorite thing about that partnership program. And then let's talk also a little bit about in-person opportunities. So again, the home buyer events, we will come to your team meeting, sponsor it for lunch, tell your office about this. If you think this is a great opportunity for other brokers in your office, there are multiple TAs in our area. There are enough people to spread around with good partners to be able to talk to them about our partnership program. And we do collaborative seminars. So we are getting together with you. How can we make ourselves better? So that is our partnership program. And then again, let's talk about how to commit to the partnership. So this is the last thing on this 5 things that I want you to do to let me know that you're interested in partnering together. So you're going to email me. Let's recap really quick. What's the one thing that you want to communicate to your clients about True Homes that makes us different? What is the inventory levels that we talked about today for our different areas? What is your favorite thing about our preferred lender program? How does that work? What do you want to do with that? And then what's your favorite thing about our core broker partnership program? So you're going to email me those 4 things. The 5th thing you're going to email me is, hey, I want to partner with you. I want to do this. Here's when I want to schedule my virtual or in-person community tour so I can get my $50 Amazon gift card. Then I want you to tell me who are the clients that you're working with right now that this would be a good option for. Who are you going to bring for a tour or a virtual appointment? Set up some times for that for me. Who are the other brokers that need to hear about this so I can get in contact with them and we can help them build their business? And if you can get us in front of the people at your office, again, if you guys are doing virtual sales meetings, we can pop in. Obviously, we can't virtually send you lunch, right? But once we get back to in-person office meetings, we can do that for you. We are exploring other things that will be really cool. I just can't tell you about them just yet for our partners. I have to get the authority to be able to do it. But there is stuff coming, so keep an eye on everything. So you're going to email me those 4 things that you want to be a committed partner, that you are going to schedule your virtual tour, in-person tour for the community tour, who you know that needs to talk to True, whether it's clients, people in your office team as a whole. And then I want to know specifically how I can help you with building your business. So what are your goals? How can I help you with that? Which piece of what we talked about today is most important to you? For some people, it's going to be open houses. For other people, it's going to be social media. Other people, it's going to be home building or home buyer seminars. Let me know how I can help you and how we can move together as a team. And let's get some business done and build your businesses. This is still something that we can do even at a time like this. So thank you so much for your time. I know I have rambled on for forever. I can talk for forever, but I usually like to do this face-to-face because I am a more conversational person. So I want to hear from you. And I would really appreciate it if you would follow me on social media, Nicole W. the Realtor on Instagram and Facebook. And I do have a YouTube channel. So search Nicole Walker True Homes and you will see some video tours there. And as I start having my interviews edited, I'm updating them and putting them on the YouTube channel as well. So if you see things that we're doing that you want to be a part of, reach out to me. I think that's pretty much it. Selena, do we have any questions?
We did have one.
Okay.
It's a little bit more specific. Rich Kelton asked which community has a ranch that's 2,100 square feet.
Okay, so we have in Norris Farm, we have a couple ranches that are just under 2,000 square feet for their just regular base size. We have several that you can do upstairs space on, some as large as 2,700 square feet. So we have a range of 1,300 square feet to 2,700 square feet for our ranches in Norris Farm. Selena, are there as many in Wendell that are available? There's 6 ranches in Norris Farm, but not all of them are 2,100 square feet.
So the main 2 options in Wendell would be the Declan and the Bayside, but all of the ones that we have in Wendell are all going to start over 1,800 square feet.
Okay, so the answer for Wendell is there are multiple options over 1,800 square feet, and there are some that are there's 2 that are going to be over 2,100 square feet, and in Kinsey there are 6 options. Specifically, we have an inventory option in Norris Farm that's just under 2,100 square feet for $268. It is an awesome Declan ranch. It's going to have a great kitchen island, big island, open flow. And then it has a garage or a bonus room over the garage, and it is a 2-car garage on a lot that is over half an acre. So if you're interested about that one specifically, please reach out to me. But there are multiple ranch and 2-story options in all 3 communities where we're currently building. We also have townhomes. They are inventory homes, showcase homes. So we've already selected everything in Apex, near downtown Apex. Those are in the low 300s, 3-story townhomes. That neighborhood has been incredibly popular, and we sold out of all of our 2-story townhomes. A lot of people are looking at that as a good investment, not just for rental property, but the people who are buying see that as a good investment for the area. We do also have one other home in Morrisville. That neighborhood was so popular that we would have a lot release of like 5 lots on our Saturday morning, and there would be a line. First come, first serve, sold out in 2 hours, something like that, because that location is convenient to the RTP, RDU, Briar Creek, right there by 40 and 540. It's in Morrisville. People loved it. So we're selling our former model home out there. It is a Lennox floor plan, 4 bedrooms with a great loft, downstairs study, beautiful kitchen. If you have questions about that, let me know. It's currently listed, I believe, for $372,500, $370, something like that. So let me know if that's of interest to you. So we've got Villages at Apex. We've got the one in Sterling, which is in Morrisville, the former model home. We've got Wendell Crossing. We also have a showcase home in Wendell, and just around the corner from Wendell Crossing in a more mature neighborhood, it's a Jasper floor plan, so it's one of our larger floor plans, and that one is 260.
Yeah,
Yeah.
259.
Beautiful lot on that one. That is a crawl space home, so if you do have those buyers who are adamant that they have to have a crawl space, that would be a great option for them. And then we are in Kimsey, which is in Benson, within 30 minutes of Raleigh. There's 24 home sites out there, very similar to Norris Farm, larger home sites. Prices starting in the low 200s. And then we have Norris Farm, and that is where we're currently building. We have stuff coming in Flowers Plantation. We have stuff coming in Fuquay. We have stuff coming in North Durham. I believe there's talk of more in the Wendell-Knightdale area, possibly Zebulon as well. I mean, we are growing significantly in the Raleigh area, and you're going to see a lot of growth on the south and the eastern side of the triangle, just like you are in general, but we're getting ahead of it so we can hit those prices. So I think that's the only question we had. If you have any one-off questions, please reach out to me and let me know. Here's how you can reach me. For that email for your gift cards, it is nwalker, WALKER, at truehomeusa.com, and you spell true like the word true, TRUE, homesusa.com. So email me that information. So I'm going to recap it one more time because I want to make sure you get these gift cards. So we are asking you, what's the one thing that you want your clients to know about True Homes that makes them different as a builder? What do you know about inventory levels in the areas where we're building? What's the best thing about our preferred lender program for you? What is your favorite thing about our core broker partnership program? And then how can we commit to each other as partners? So send me that information. We'll get connected. We'll get you that gift card, and let's start doing some business. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye.
I can click finish. There's no other button.
Yeah.